Hello, today I'm going to show you how I make marbled paper. So you're going to need a container. You'll also need some white card. You can use printer paper, but I'd recommend using a thickish card if you can, and make sure it fits in the container. Mine was a tight squeeze. Some shaving foam, a cocktail stick or a pencil or paintbrush, some acrylic paint, but if you can't get your hands on acrylic paint, food colouring will work just as well, and a piece of card that you can use just to scrape it away with. Oh, and some kitchen towel because it gets messy. So first of all, you're going to start filling your container with the shaving foam. I had real issues with mine at the beginning, but you basically want to make sure that you've got an even layer covered with no gaps in between. Then take your acrylic paint or food colouring and start putting blobs into your shaving foam. There's no real technique to this, just blob it on, because in a minute we're going to take our cocktail stick and we're going to start feathering it through and creating our marble effect. Then you want to take your piece of card, push it down, not too hard, but you want to make sure it does cover the paper, and then take your scraper and scrape it off. Keep doing this. So the second time I added a little bit more pink because I just thought the colours were a little bit flat in that first one, but you will just keep repeating this process really the whole way through. So pushing your paper in, pulling it back, and then scraping it off again. Once you've done this process a few times, then I would definitely recommend putting another layer of shaving foam on the top and getting some different colours and making a new pattern. So I went in with some slightly darker colours this time, and I tried a little bit of black, and I think the black worked really well. So if you can add a darker colour in, definitely think it brings the other colours out a lot more, and also the gold, like metallic paint, really worked. So I'm jumping ahead a little bit now by putting another layer on. I did do a few more of that last layer. You can probably do about 3 or 4 a layer, but I thought I would try some black card for this one. I hadn't tried it before, so I was just sort of seeing how it goes, but definitely use colours that will pop against it. So I used pink, white and that metallic gold, and those colours really stood out on the black. You don't really want to use too dark a colour. I think I add purple again in a minute. Let's see. Yeah, I added some purple because I just think it needed something else to add more dimension. Not a lot, just a little bit, but it looked really cool. I love this. So there we go. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll be back soon making something with the marble paper, so stay tuned.